The leaked audio of Arrione Curry ranting about Martell Holt has sent shockwaves through social media, and everyone is talking about it. The recording reveals not only the drama between Arrione and Martell, but also raises questions about his relationship with Destiny Payton. As Arrione exposes personal details, casts doubt on Martell's intentions, and talks about their troubled past, listeners can't help but wonder why she continues to return to him, even after all the messy drama. In this audio exchange, Arrione is heard expressing her frustrations with Martell, dragging him through the mud and airing their dirty laundry. Yet, despite all the negativity, she admits to still being emotionally tied to him, a fact that has left many confused. How can someone continue to engage in a cycle of toxicity and betrayal? What does this reveal about Arrione's state of mind and her connection with Martell? One of the first shocking moments in the audio comes when Arrione directly asks Martell if Destiny is being tampered with. She questions whether there's something happening behind the scenes, something that even she is sensing, and this sets the stage for the chaos that follows. The rumors about Martell and Destiny have been swirling for a while, but this audio clip suggests that Arrione believes there's more to the situation than meets the eye. It's clear that she's suspicious of Martell's actions and intentions, particularly when she mentions that he had called her crying. If he doesn't want to be with her, why does he reach out to her with so much emotional intensity? This question is key because it points to Martell's manipulative behavior. He seems to want to keep Arrione emotionally attached while still doing whatever he pleases in his relationships with other women. Despite knowing that Martell is not good for her, Arrione finds herself returning to him time and time again, caught in a toxic cycle that she can't break free from. She acknowledges the emotional manipulation at play, but still holds on to the hope that things might change. In a rare moment of positivity during the conversation, Arrione does mention the children, particularly Sugar Mama, and says something kind about her, calling her sweet and innocent. This is one of the few positive remarks in the entire recording, and it shows that despite everything, Arrione still sees the children as innocent victims in all this. However, she also raises an important point. The children will eventually grow up and learn about the drama that's been going on behind closed doors. They will have access to all the messy details, and that will undoubtedly affect them in ways we can't fully predict. But then, things take a darker turn when Arrione shifts to criticizing Melody Sherry's actions. She claims that she never criticizes Melody in front of the children, but she's clearly annoyed with how Melody has been presenting herself. In a particularly petty moment, Arrione jokes about how the only thing she could tell the children is that their mother's wigs are awful. This is an unfortunate example of the immaturity and bitterness that continues to plague Arrione's actions. It's one thing to be frustrated with Melody, but making fun of her appearance in front of the children only adds more fuel to the fire. Arrione doesn't stop there. She asserts that Martell needs help, and to be honest, she's not the first person to say this. Many people have pointed out that Martell appears to be struggling with emotional and psychological issues, and Arrione agrees that he should seek help if he's willing to do so. However, she remains doubtful that he will take any responsibility for his actions or seek help to better himself. Based on everything we've seen, Martell doesn't seem to be the type to admit his mistakes, and that's a major red flag for anyone involved with him. As Arrione continues her rant, she starts talking about how Martell has been protecting people behind the scenes, particularly Marsau Scott and Maurice Scott. She claims that by keeping their business a secret, Martell has been shielding them from any consequences. If Arrione's words are true, this suggests that there's a lot more going on in Huntsville than anyone realizes. We've heard rumors about Martell's involvement with other women, but the suggestion that he's covering for other people adds a new layer of complexity to the situation. Then, Arrione drops a bombshell. She claims to have the names of the women Marsau is allegedly involved with and warns that she will publish those names and images if he ever approaches her. This revelation is significant because, up until now, there hasn't been any solid evidence of Marsau's infidelities. If Arrione does indeed have receipts, everything could change, and the drama could escalate even further. As the conversation continues, Arrione is asked by blogger Anthony Lofties why she hasn't left Huntsville, given all the drama and chaos surrounding her life. Her response is intriguing. She says that she feels at ease in Huntsville, and even that she has become a woman there. This suggests that, despite the toxic relationships and constant drama, Arrione has somehow found a sense of identity and belonging in the place where all of this mess is unfolding. But then, she contradicts herself by claiming that no one in Huntsville has ever confronted her personally. This is interesting because, in the past, she has claimed that people have confronted her face to face. So, which one is it? Arrione eventually acknowledges that she genuinely believed at one point that she and Martell would be together. This is the key to understanding why she keeps going back to him despite all the pain and betrayal. She still holds on to the hope that they will eventually end up together, and that belief keeps her stuck in this unhealthy cycle. It's not about love anymore. It's about the belief that there's still a chance for reconciliation. But given everything that's happened, it's hard to see how this could ever happen. As Arrione continues to talk, it becomes clear that Martell has been manipulating the situation in his favor. She says that he would often pressure her to go, live on social media to clear up rumors, even making her go live at 6 a.m. to defend their relationship. This is a troubling pattern of behavior, as it shows that Martell was controlling the narrative without ever truly defending her. He used her to maintain his image while leaving her emotionally vulnerable and exposed. This highlights the power dynamics at play in their relationship and suggests that Martell has been using Arrione for his own benefit, while she continues to fall for his manipulations. At this point, Arrione is on fire, expressing her frustration with Martell and how he has allowed Melody to overshadow both of them. She says that Martell doesn't get it, and that's why she needs to distance herself from him. It's clear that she's still caught up in the drama of their relationship and feels the need to compete with Melody, who seems to be doing better than both of them. This is a strange dynamic, especially considering that Arrione has acknowledged that she doesn't want to be involved with Martell anymore. Yet, her actions suggest otherwise. She continues to stay invested in his life, even as she criticizes him for not making her a priority. As the conversation comes to a close, Arrione repeatedly questions whether Martell is playing tricks on her, and this lingering doubt is perhaps the most significant part of the entire audio. If even Arrione is questioning Martell's behavior, then it's clear that something is going on behind the scenes that nobody fully understands. The situation is chaotic, filled with manipulation, emotional turmoil, and unresolved tensions. Ultimately, this entire situation raises more questions than it answers. Will Arrione ever truly leave Martell for good? Will she reveal the identities of the women Marsau has been involved with? Will Martell ever acknowledge his shortcomings and try to make amends for the damage he's caused? There are still so many unresolved issues, and it's unclear what the future holds for all of these individuals. What is clear, however, is that this is far from over. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think Arrione has the receipts she claims to have? Do you believe Martell and Destiny are involved? And will Arrione finally move on from this toxic cycle? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Your thoughts and opinions are always welcome, and we'll be sure to update you as more information comes to light. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this ongoing drama. Stay tuned because there's more to come, and you won't want to miss it. In recent days, there's been a shocking audio leak that's taken the internet by storm. The person at the center of this controversy is none other than Arrione Curry, who has been vocal about her tumultuous relationship with Martell Holt. In this leak, Arrione spills everything, laying bare the issues she's had with Martell. From the emotional roller coaster she's been on to the drama that's played out behind closed doors, it's all exposed. What's truly perplexing, though, is the fact that Arrione, despite airing out all of Martell's dirty laundry, keeps returning to him. So why does she keep going back? That's the real question everyone's trying to figure out. One of the most surprising parts of this leaked audio is when Arrione confronts Martell directly, asking, "Is Destiny being tampered with?" That simple question has raised so many eyebrows. It suggests that even Arrione, someone who has been so caught up in her own drama with Martell, is starting to doubt his intentions with Destiny Payton. And the timing of this question is interesting, because we've all seen how close Martell and Destiny have become, despite the rumors swirling around them. So why would Arrione ask such a thing? It implies that she senses something off, something we might not fully understand yet. But that's not where the drama stops. The audio continues to unravel the emotional chaos. At one point, Arrione mentions that Martell called her crying. Now, if Martell doesn't want to be with her, why would he reach out to her with so much emotional energy? What's going on here? Is it manipulation? Or does he genuinely feel something? Arrione's narrative suggests that he wants to keep her emotionally attached while still doing whatever he pleases on the side. Despite all of this, Arrione continues to engage in this toxic cycle, always coming back for more. In the midst of all this chaos, Arrione speaks about the children. Specifically, she mentions Sugar Mama, Martell's daughter, calling her sweet and innocent. This is one of the rare positive things Arrione has said in the entire conversation. She acknowledges that the kids are caught in the middle of all this drama, and that one day they will grow up and find out everything that's been going on. That's a sobering thought. The children will eventually have access to the tumultuous history of their parents' lives, and it's hard to imagine how that will affect them. But Arrione also drops another bombshell here, claiming that she never criticizes Melody, Martell's ex-wife, in front of the kids. And yet, Melody has made sure her side of the story is known to the children. What does that say about the dynamics between these two women? Is there manipulation happening behind the scenes? One of the most shocking things Arrione says in this conversation is when she makes a petty remark about Melody's wigs. She jokes that the only thing she can tell the children about their mother is that her wigs are awful. That level of petty behavior is unmatched, and it shows just how much animosity there is between Arrione and Melody. But it doesn't stop there. Arrione also claims that Martell needs help. She's not the first person to say this, but her admission is particularly noteworthy. If Martell really needs help, will he accept it? Based on his history, it doesn't seem likely that he'll ever own up to his mistakes or ask for the help he clearly needs. But Arrione says she would support him getting help if only he were willing to do so. The real question is, will he ever take that step? As the conversation unfolds, Arrione starts revealing more about the secrets she knows. She claims that Martell has been protecting people like Marsau Scott and Maurice Scott by keeping their affairs hidden. Now, if this is true, it could change everything. If Arrione knows things that we don't, it could bring the entire situation to light in a way that we haven't seen before. She even goes as far as to say she has names and evidence of Marsau's alleged affairs, and she's willing to release them if he ever crosses her. That's a big statement, and it raises the stakes even higher. The blogger who leaked the audio, Anthony Lofties, asks Arrione why she hasn't left Huntsville yet. Her response is surprising. She says that she feels at ease there and that she's become a woman there. But here's the catch. Arrione had previously stated the exact opposite. She had said that people in Huntsville had confronted her and checked her. So, which is it? Has she been confronted, or has she really just been living her life without anyone questioning her? This discrepancy adds another layer of confusion to an already complex situation. And then, there's the matter of Arrione's belief that she and Martell would end up together. This is the part that truly boggles the mind. After everything that has happened between them, the lies, the manipulation, the emotional turmoil, Arrione still believed that she would be the one Martell would settle down with. It's almost heartbreaking, isn't it? Despite all the evidence to the contrary, she still held on to that hope. It's a classic case of someone staying in an unhealthy relationship, convinced that things will eventually get better, when in reality, they never will. Arrione even goes as far as to say that Martell would make her go live on social media to set the record straight. She talks about how he would make her do this early in the morning to put an end to rumors. This suggests that Martell was controlling the narrative, using Arrione to defend him without ever really defending her. It's a clear example of manipulation, and it paints a very ugly picture of their relationship. As the audio continues, Arrione becomes increasingly frustrated. She vents her anger about how Martell allowed Melody to overshadow them both. She says, Martell just doesn't get it. Melody is outdoing him and me. This admission reveals just how deep the rivalry goes. Arrione is clearly upset that Martell's focus is on Melody, and it's affecting her own sense of self-worth. The level of competition between these two women is intense, and it shows no sign of letting up anytime soon. The audio also touches on Destiny's involvement in the drama. Arrione repeatedly asks Martell if he's playing tricks on her. This is a key moment because it suggests that Arrione knows something is going on behind the scenes. She's not sure what it is, but she senses that Martell is pulling the strings in ways that she's not fully aware of. Is he manipulating her? Is he playing both sides? Arrione's questions indicate that she's starting to question everything about her relationship with Martell. At the end of the day, this entire situation is a cycle of manipulation, betrayal, and emotional turmoil. Arrione knows that Martell isn't good for her, but she keeps going back. Melody is doing her best to ensure that her side of the story is heard, and Destiny's role in all of this remains unclear. Martell, as always, is playing both sides, refusing to fully commit to either woman. The big question, though, is what happens next? Will Arrione finally break free from this toxic relationship? Will she reveal the names of the women Martell has been involved with? And will Martell ever own up to his actions and acknowledge the truth about his relationship with Destiny? There are so many unanswered questions in this situation, and it seems like we're just scratching the surface. Will Arrione finally move on for good, or will she continue to be stuck in this endless cycle? Will Martell ever come clean about his actions? And what about Destiny? What role does she really play in all of this? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. The drama, the manipulation, and the shocking revelations will continue to unfold, and we'll all be here to discuss it. In the meantime, what do you think? Do you believe there's something going on between Martell and Destiny? Do you think Arrione actually has proof of Marau's affairs? And should she finally walk away from Martell for good? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This is just the beginning, and there's so much more to come. Stay tuned for the latest updates and be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. We'll be back soon with more shocking revelations, so don't miss it.